let's not forget for a moment how damaging those recent floods in KZN have been. They've left a trail of destruction in its wake, and I'm afraid the rail network has also not been spared. The extent of the damage, though, not yet ascertained, and a lot of it is still not operational after that flooding. eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli checking on the situation for us there this morning as well. Let's go down to Lethiwe. Hello to you, Lethiwe. Standing on the tracks, ordinarily you wouldn't be able to do that, but give us a sense of what it's looking like in that area, because it was bad before the flooding. I can imagine it's a complete disaster now. Good morning.
Good morning, Gareth. Well, this morning we are on Old Main Road in Kloof, and normally I would not be standing on the train tracks, but here in KZN, all rail operations have been suspended, and that's because the floods caused a lot of damage to most of the railway lines here in the province. They are estimating that the damage is over 2 billion rand, and PRASA, once the floods hit, they did suspend most operations here in the province, which means that most people are without transportation. A lot of people do rely on trains to get by, and we have been seeing, while driving around the city, a lot of people relying on taxis and also buses for transportation going into work. Of course, we also have heard that a lot of railway lines between Cato Ridge and Durban have been left damaged, and that's because of the floods that took place over 4 weeks ago here in the province. I'm just going to ask my colleague to show you where I'm standing. Of course, normally you'll see a train passing by here, but unfortunately, because of the damage that was caused to the railway lines, a lot of train services were suspended. We know that we are estimating billions and billions of rands to fix those railway lines, but unfortunately for passengers, it's a different story, because people such as that live in places such as Mlazi, and also that travel between Durban and Cato Ridge, they will be affected mostly. But it's not only the passengers that are affected, it's also the economy of the city, as the main line for Transnet was also damaged. They did release a statement about 3 weeks ago where they did say that their main line that's between Cato Ridge and Durban, that also connects Durban with Joburg, was damaged, which means that those containers that are traveling between those cities, that service was halted for a while, which means that the economy of the city was affected. They have not said how exactly it was affected and how much the city lost, but of course that will affect the economy of the city, of course.
Of course it will, absolutely. It's made even worse, as you mentioned, Lethiwe, by that flooding as well. So no railway networks functioning for the majority of KZN at the moment. Lethiwe Mdluli, thank you very much. Literally standing on the railway track.